Hi. I know I don't usually do these kinds of talky videos or talk at all in most of my videos, but I was trying to work on my webcomic earlier and I had all these Doctor Who thoughts in my head, so I just had to get them out, so here we are. I always sort of saw Ryan as the main companion during the Chibnall era. He's the first we're introduced to, the one whose struggles get the most focus, apart from maybe Graham, and he felt like the character with the most potential for an interesting arc out of everyone introduced in the first episode. However, he ended up being the most sidelined and forgotten about companion out of everyone. I mean, in Jodie's penultimate episode, we don't even see him. He just gets a passing mention from Graham saying he's apparently in Patagonia. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think Ryan is an amazing character, and honestly, I think the performance from his actor is pretty poor, but looking back on this era, for all the things I hated and complained about to no end, I realised I'd kind of come to feel something for Ryan. Something about him resonated with me that I didn't realise until now, which makes his treatment all the more frustrating. Also, before I continue, if you can hear heavy breathing in the background, that is my French bulldog. She wants pets, and she's old. I've always liked the family relationships in Doctor Who, and I think a big part of why Donna and Rose are two of my favourite companions is bolstered by their family members also being really strong characters in their own right, as well as their family situations being interesting and imperfect. I think that's the first feather in Ryan's cap. He lives with his grandparents, Graham not even being his biological granddad. It's a very unconventional dynamic, which as somebody who grew up living with their grandparents and also having, you know, sort of found family, people coming into the family from outside, it was really nice to see that represented on screen. Also, seeing his strained relationship with his father was like the only moment in this era to really move me. These building blocks were all really strong foundations for him, so even though his personality wasn't always easy to pin down, he had advantages that characters like Yaz and Dan didn't, because I always knew what his core struggles were and I cared about his development going forward. Like, for example, his relationship with Graham was also brimming with potential, and at times it did genuinely entertain me. As poorly built up as it was, him finally calling Graham Grandad was pretty cathartic because I actually wanted to see it happen. I actually cared about their relationship improving because it was set up early on. And honestly, this is just a personal thing, but while I do think Ryan's line delivery is genuinely pretty awful, there's something kind of iconic about it. Like, it was certainly a memorable performance. Like, I also thought John Bishop did a pretty terrible job in the acting department, but when I see Dan's scenes, I just think, wow, John Bishop can't act. Yet when I hear Ryan talk in his typical monotone way, I actually just think, yep, that's Ryan. I'm just putting my thoughts out there. It's easier to reflect on this era now that it's over. I mean, let me know if you like this sort of video. I have some thoughts about Don't Hurt Me, I'm Scared. I've been eager to get off my chest as well. So if you guys like this, I might do another one. Yeah, that's just how I feel about Ryan and the Chibnall era and lost potential.